So, Casey, after you pour an El Segundo bottle, approximately how long do you have to wait before you're able to lay material?
So it's actually a really good question. I like that one because there's what the specs call for, and then there's reality. So obviously we got to do what the specs say, but ultimately, I say it's 24 hours. You need to hit either, depending upon the specs, 50% or 75% of the capacity of the PSI, right? That's going to usually hit within 24 hours. Having that said, if they do the brake test, by the time they collect the cylinders, put them through the test, it's going to be 3-4 days out. I'm telling you from experience, it's going to be 24 hours. It's just, you want to rely on it. But 9 times out of 9, it's going to be one day.
Uh, and what determines that? When you say specs, can you explain?
Yeah, so, okay, so if say we're pouring 4,000 PSI concrete, when they collect cylinders and do a brake test, it on day 28 needs to be at 4,000 pounds. However, in order for you to put your plates on the bottom, it needs to be either 50% or 75%, whatever the specs call for. So that means that when they do the brake test after say 24 hours, it needs to be at 2,000 pounds. If it's going to be at 75%, my math, if it's correct, is going to be 3,000 pounds. But it's going to be set within 24 hours.
You have a lot of experience. You've been around for a while. You've seen a lot in the industry. So, what do you think is the biggest mistake a contractor makes during this process?
So if you try and rush the process and you don't want to wait the 24 hours, say that you're done with the pour in the morning and maybe the tank builder is in a rush to lay bottom, they're going to try and prematurely go out there and start dragging the plates. What can happen is whenever you have the grooves already set, they may damage them, chip them. You could start putting scrapes across the floor, create ridges, so that way when y'all are laying the bottom, you want it to be as flush as possible, right? You put that plate on there, it may have a little lip, and it's going to cause you a little bit of issues when you're trying to lay it.
Would you give any recommendations or any pointers for a smoother job in the future?
My suggestion would be, once the concrete's done, you imprint the cathodic protection, wait 24 hours from that time. When you come back the next day, if you're able to walk on it, you don't have any issues, you don't see any footprints, you don't have any wetness, it's good to go.
Well, thank you for your time, Casey.
Man, my pleasure.
It's been a pleasure working with you and your company as well.
Likewise. Look forward to more projects.